Hey guys, thank you for voting. Most of you voted for my favorite pink lipsticks and lip glosses, so that's what we're starting with today. Didn't introduce myself. I'm Maria, also known as Maria Chung WX, and I love luxury makeup and high-end makeup, and I also do. I love some drugstore makeup, so I don't discriminate. You can find great products wherever you go. And so that's why I'm going to show you a wide range of lip glosses and lipsticks today. It doesn't matter where I got them. If I like the formula, I like it. So we're starting off with Bare Lips. They are usually a little bit lighter in color than this. They're usually a very light pink, but I have been trying on some glosses already to prep for this video. But we're going to start with the most sheer and work our way up to the most pigmented. That way, in case I stain my lips, it'll be towards the end, not toward the beginning. But for starters, let's go ahead and go with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Lustre. This is in the shade Portobello Girl. So this color, it is more of a pale candy pink, slightly warmer in tone compared to others. Let's look at the doe foot on this one. So it's a stiff doe foot, only a slight slant to the tip. It's not terribly long, but it's very stiff, so it doesn't really give much bend to it. I'll show you what that one looks like on again. There's my natural lip color. Let's try it on. So you're seeing it just gives a nice subtle clean pink tint to my lips. It's pretty shiny. It's not the shiniest gloss that I have, but it is more shiny than others. There's no detectable shimmer in it on your lips. And if I were to say the texture would be similar to anything, I'd say the MAC Lip Glass, the original formula. It's not quite as sticky. It has a slightly more plush, so if you think more like the lip glass than the lip lusters, but it has a slight cushiony feel to it. I find that it stays on fairly well, probably a good 3 hours before you actually do notice it does wear off. And there's not a true taste to it, maybe the slightest hint of a vanilla scent to it, but nothing strong. So again, that's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Lustre in Portobello Girl. I got that one in New York when I went there for my birthday, so thanks again to my husband for that trip. Let's go on to the next color. Take this one off. Alright, so the next color we're going to jump into is, let's see which one, Bunny. This is the Bunny Lip Polish from BUXOM Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands for lip glosses. I've got numerous of them. This is similar in the sense that it is also a clear, not clear, but a clean pink. Let me grab both of them so you can see. But this one's a little bit peachier than Portobello Girl. It has the slightest bit of shimmer to it. You don't really see it once you put it on the lips. But let's use that. And the doe foot, I didn't show that to you, so you can see it with the color. Also a nice clear, or clean peachy pink, I should say. The doe foot's very similar to the last one, just a slight slant of the tip, very stiff, not much bend nor give, which helps if you want to get nice and precise on your lips. So that is the shade Bunny. Again, it's a really pretty color. It has that cooling, plumping feeling, almost like a menthol cold tingliness to it. It smooths out your lip lines, which I really love. I have very dry lips. And the color, again, a light peachy pink. I'm not seeing the shimmer really. And the lasting power on these, not great. I'd say maybe 2 hours, but that's typical of most glosses. We'll move on to the next one. Right. So the next gloss, it is one of my absolute favorites. It's the Chanel gloss in 804. Can't pronounce it. You're gonna see the name on the screen right here because I don't want to butcher it, but it's very pretty. It's very similar to Portobello Girl in the sense that it is another paler, clean pink, maybe slightly more Barbie-ish because it's cooler toned. But that's a Chanel gloss. I'll show you what the doe foot on this one looks like. It's a little bit different than the last few. It's bigger. It has more of a scoop to it. It's slightly bigger toward the tip. So I'll show you what that one looks like on. So that is the Chanel gloss in 804. It has no shimmer. It is fairly sheer, but it does have a way of making your lips look a little bit more plump, a little bit juicier if you want to use that word, and I love it. You don't need a mirror if you're applying it, really. Nor do you really need a lip liner. It's one of those no fuss colors you can just leave in your bag and toss on whenever you want to. And we'll go to another sheer pink, shocker. So let's get to that one next. Alright, so the next one is from the drugstore. I love a good affordable gloss. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It is their Lip Plumping Gloss in Sparkling Rosé. This one, in comparison, is more of a dusty pink color. I want to say I paid less than $5 for it. And the doe foot on this one is actually longer than most. Also slightly slanted. And I find that this one's a little bit more pigmented than the other colors that I've shown you so far. So I'll show you what that one looks like. So it's cooler toned. I hope you can tell it's more opaque, but it's also nice pale pink, one of my favorites. So that is Sparkling Rosé from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It also has a slightly plumping feeling to it. Texturally speaking, it's closer to the Chanel texture. It's slightly cushiony. It's not overly sticky. And the flavor of it, it's not foody, it's not fruity. It's hard to place, so if anyone else knows, please comment below because I really don't know what to tell you. But it's a good gloss. It's good. It lasts, again, not very long, maybe about 2 hours tops. But it's a pretty color. Probably could apply this one without a mirror as well. Moving on to one of my favorite brands for glosses, Pat McGrath. So the 4 pinks that I have from Pat McGrath will go from the most sheer to the most pigmented, are these right here. And they are stunning. We're going to go from this side over here. So from that side we have Divine Rose, and we have Sunset Rose. Then next we have Heavy Petal, and this one is called Secret Lover. These all have gorgeous packaging. They also have a nice vanilla scent if you don't like vanilla. I'm sorry, most of my glosses do have that scent and I love it. But with these, they don't last terribly long, but the color payoff, the texture, they're moisturizing, it's all worth it to me. So we're gonna start off with the shade Divine Rose. Alright, so that's Divine Rose. This is more of a medium pink. Sometimes I feel like it leans cooler toned, but it's probably a good neutral. And there's only the finest shimmer in this. I would say more of a, I don't want to say white shimmer, but maybe. But this one has another doe foot applicator. It has slight give to it, which is nice. But that's Divine Rose. It's a really good color for spring. Next, we're going to try on Sunset Rose, which is just a little bit warmer. So this is Sunset Rose. And this is a good lip gloss if you don't know what to go for. It matches well with a lot of different eyeshadow looks. So it's a little bit warmer toned, also fairly pigmented. But I like this one. It actually does have more shimmer to it than Divine Rose does. And the shimmer in this definitely has a warmer tone to it. So this is good for spring makeup looks, or you can even do like a slightly neutral smoky eye with this one. And that one is Sunset Rose. We're going to move on to Heavy Petal next. So this is Heavy Petal. This I would say is a medium, leaning slightly deeper, bright pink. This one I do need a mirror with, so let me get that. So you're seeing this one's definitely bright, definitely fun. Again, it's Heavy Petal. This one is a creamy, mid-toned, bright pink. It's not something I wear every day, but if I want something to kind of liven up my face, this definitely does the trick. And the good thing about these two, I didn't mention it, is that the Pat McGrath Lustre glosses tend to fade away evenly. So even though it's richer in color, it doesn't fade in a patchy manner. So we're going to move on to Secret Lover, which is without a doubt one of my favorites. So here is Secret Lover. This one is cooler in tone. It's almost kind of a mauve-y pink. Definitely deeper, but it's very, very pretty. So let's apply this one. So that's Secret Lover. It has that purple, cooler undertone to it. So I really like to use this if I have like a subtle gray smoky eye or taupey colors, grayish. That's what it works really well with. Or even if I do a bronzy look and I want to cool things down a little bit, Secret Lover is the way to go. Alright, so moving on to lipsticks. I just have a few that I want to show you. Since one of my other pink lipsticks that I love is more of a nude. It's from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'll save that one for the nude lip colors. But I have three main lipsticks that I like that are pink. One of them is a liquid lipstick. But we'll start off with this one from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the least likely to stain my lips, and it still will stain my lips. This one is a Kissing Formula lipstick in Velvet Underground, and see how vibrant of pink that is. It is not for those who do not like color. This one I need a mirror, so be patient with me. It might take a while to put on. Right, that's the worst application ever. That's what happens when you don't edit. But yes, this is Velvet Underground. It's a very vibrant, almost fuchsia color. But I love it when you need a nice bright pink. If you want to keep the eyes subtle, do maybe more of a champagne, and do this for your lipstick, it's definitely an attention getter. So this is Velvet Underground from Charlotte Tilbury. It's very comfortable. It wears away evenly, and when it does wear away, it has a nice stain to your lips. It's like kind of a nice pink. So we're gonna wipe this one off and go for the BUXOM lipstick. This one definitely stains my lips. That'll be fun. My lips are a little bit stained, and this is another bright pink. In fact, let me compare the two so you can see how bright they are. This one is the shade Shaker. It is their Full Force lipstick. Where did I just put that one? Compared to Velvet Underground. So they're both very vibrant. This one from BUXOM's a little bit warmer toned, but it's a little bit more electric in color. Again, it's not for the faint of heart. If you don't like color, stay far away from this one. It will stain your lips. All right, what do you think? This one is a hot pink, and there's no denying it's not for someone who does not like pink. It's not something I'd wear every day. Again, it's a BUXOM Cosmetics Full Force lipstick in the shade Shaker. It is so comfortable. I can't tell you how comfortable these lipsticks are. They're so rich, they're so moisturizing. I don't find that they're plumping, but they do smooth out those lip lines yet again. They are very emollient, and they last for a decent amount of time. I actually can get maybe 4 to 5 hours with these. I don't feel like I need a lip liner with this one. Maybe you disagree by seeing it on. But this one is another fun shade. I would do very minimal eyes with this one unless you're going for more of a true look. But again, that's Shaker from BUXOM Cosmetics. And it is their Full Force lipstick formula, which is wonderful. It does have kind of like the same scent as the lip polishes that they have, lip creams. But not quite as strong, and the tingling sensation's not quite as strong either. So I'm going to take this one off. It will stain my lips. I'm going to use some of my makeup remover to help out, but chances are they'll still be stained. Okay, so that's mostly gone, and I have saved the best for last, or one of my favorites for last. It is one of the Chanel Ultra Tenue lip duos, where you have the lipstick on one side In the shade, this one is Light Rose, shade 440. And the clear gloss to seal it all in on the other side. I've used a lot of liquid lipsticks that are the long wearing formula. This one's one of the most comfortable. It is still drying on my lips. I know a lot of folks say it's not drying, but my lips are just dry as the desert, so there's no hope. But this one you apply the color first. It has a nice doe foot again. Only a slight tip slant. And there's not much give. It's not very flexible, which is good because you want to be more precise with this one. So that's one coat of light rose. It's not really a light rose. I'd say it's more medium in color and kind of like a clean pink as well, my favorite type. And you have to let it dry, so that's why I'm fanning my face. I'm trying to let this color dry a little bit. And then once it dries, you can put on the clear gloss and it seals it in. I actually can get 7 or 8 hours of wear out of this, so that's why I saved it for last too. So we're almost there. Again, the color, you can see it's that nice medium pink, kind of like some warmer salmon undertones. So now that it's just about dry, it's not really tacky anymore, I'm going to take this gloss end, which has a nice brush tip. You're seeing the gloss right there. And that is light rose with the gloss on top, so it's nice and sealed in. I will have this on for the rest of the day. And that's it. That's my collection of my favorite pink lipsticks and lip glosses. So we're going to recap the pink lipsticks. There weren't that many. I started off with Charlotte Tilbury, the Kissing Formula, with the shade Velvet Underground. I put that aside here somewhere. That's what happens when you have so much makeup. Okay, I truly am losing my mind. Anyways, we'll pretend I have that one. But then I moved on to, I'm still annoyed. Here we go. Here she is. I didn't lose it completely yet. All right, so Velvet Underground is what we started with. That is the hot pink magenta color. We moved on to BUXOM Cosmetics Shaker Full Force Lipstick. True Hot Pink, Electric Pink. And then right now what's on my lips is the Chanel Ultra Tenue Duo in Light Rose. So those are those three. True pinks through and through. So that's it, you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for voting. I'm going to do my favorite eyeshadow formulas and brands next. Hopefully that one will be a little bit more organized, so bear with me, and we'll talk to you then.